Hello and welcome back to TFP, a weekly news podcast in which we give our thoughts, feelings and emotions on the latest gaming, film, tech and other streaming news. I am your host, Dan, and I'm joined with you as always by our co-host, Danny.
Yo.
And in this week's episode, we are talking about nothing is being safe from scalpers, PlayStation is finally matching Xbox's Gamepass, and cum caps. Nope, cum cups.
Cups, not cum
In my
caps.
defense, that U looks quite similar to an A from far distance.
No, it doesn't. Not even slightly.
It definitely does. But we are first
talking about cum cups.
Well, we are first starting off with rapid review of Hawkeye episode 3.
Daredevil.
Do you mean Kingpin?
No, Daredevil.
Spoilers for the episode,
TV
by the
show.
way. But Daredevil's not in this episode.
Well, technically neither is the Kingpin, but all you see is a shadow. But now it's confirmed that Daredevil may be in the universe of the cinematics.
Maybe. I mean, people still think Daredevil might be in Spider-Man 3.
Well, I don't know. I've seen leaked, but I still think that photo's faked. But then I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is Israel.
Well,
I would
wait and
love
see.
it if it is, because I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil.
But is the
Speaking
show
of cum
starting
cups.
to pick up on now? Is it, picking up, getting a bit better?
I don't really care that much. Still,
Shame.
it's just I like it, but it ain't the best TV show they've done. I just find Hawkeye really boring. Like Haley Steinfeld, every time she's on screen, it's good. Jeremy Renner, I'm like, he's doing okay. I don't care about the villains at all, except for Kingpin.
Yeah, but to be honest, I suppose maybe the main chick you're supposed to feel something towards.
Well,
like-
she's Echo, so she's the one who's getting her own spin-off at some point. So,
Oh, well, maybe she'll just turn good at some point. Or maybe they'll do an anti-hero. Who knows?
well, that's what I mean. I thought, yeah. I feel like, because I'm guessing in the comics because she has ties to Kingpin, and Kingpin's like her surrogate father or something like that, which I'm guessing they're doing for this show. But I think that she is a good character, but she's got a dark past.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, right now she wants to kill Hawkeye.
Have you watched all of Daredevil seasons 1, 2, and 3?
Only one, still.
Okay. Do you care about spoilers for season 3?
I care about major spoilers.
Okay, well, it's not really a major spoiler because it is a character that is probably promoted in the marketing material. But Bullseye?
Don't know who that is.
Okay, so Bullseye is basically a guy who can hit any target with anything, basically.
Almost like a Hawkeye.
Yeah. So he's in season 3, and he's like the antagonist to Daredevil at that point, but he's under the rule of the Kingpin. So the
Right.
Kingpin basically. So you know the bit where Ronan is apparently going around killing people,
Yeah.
and it's set up so that it kills her dad. People are speculating that could be Bullseye from the TV show, because in the show he takes Daredevil's costume and goes around and pretends to be Daredevil, committing a load of crimes as Daredevil. So it could be the Kingpin setting it up to kill the dad to then get it's probably going to be Hawkeye, because they're probably going to set that up. But people really want the Netflix shows on in Disney's canon.
Yeah, it's a bit desperate, to have the exact same plot points.
Yeah, but hey, if it is that, I mean,
I'm still
credit to-
interested, but I feel like, it's missing something. It needs a bit more of a push,
It looks bad though. All of the fights and everything look bad. It just doesn't.
Maybe
look
that's just because it's been spoiled with things like Arcane and Shang-Chi.
true. But you'd think with like all the money that Disney has, they would make it not look so bland.
There's
Like,
a lot
normally-
of blandness in this show, so I hope...
Yeah, I get
hope
it's the
they do-
street level one, but it just feels like all that action just looked really slow, kind of dull. There's pin particles,
That's cool. I enjoyed that. That was part of
but it looks so fake. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
but
normally it doesn't look that fake.
That's still probably the coolest moment in the whole show.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Also, I don't know how that bridge didn't collapse.
true. I'm surprised they managed to hit the car at the back and not just plow right through the cunt's faces.
But pin particles don't make any sense anyway,
No.
because
But-
the object's supposed to hold their density.
No, that's not how it works in the MCU.
Well, no, that's what they said. They said...
Yeah, but that would create a black hole and everyone would die.
yeah,
So-
also, the fact that Hank Pym had a tank on his key rings for years, and then just all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's a full-blown tank now.
Yeah. Also, he carries ants in his pocket, but big ants.
He's just a crazy guy, you know. He's insane. But anyway,
it's hard to follow Ant-Man.
On episode 3, then, is it your?
Oh, that was a thing. People think Ant-Man's going to show up. Do you think Ant-Man's going to show up? Because you've had Ant-Man in the theater production and not in the like the Avengers musical thing. You've had Pym Tech now, and then I think in episode 2 there was Ant-Man just walking around with all the Avengers and stuff. So people are speculating that Ant-Man's going to turn up in this show for no real reason, probably as like a teaser for Quantumania.
I doubt it, unless it's a post-credit scene.
But it's like there's 3 episodes now that have referenced Ant-Man.
I think it's just more of a joke in sort of pop culture society where people say, "Oh, Ant-Man, he's not a great superhero.
Yeah,
who wants to be Ant-Man? He saved
everyone.
He saved everyone from the blip." Anyway, that is our review. Quick, how would you summarize it compared to the other 2 episodes?
This is the better of the 2 episodes, but we'll give you our full thoughts on our TBO next year when it's all out and we actually get round to doing it.
Yes, so now it's time to go on to stream that movie news into my head, and we're going to start off with the Peacemaker trailer, the official trailer.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly more interesting than the last couple that they've had.
Yeah,
but I'm still not sold on this.
Well, I want to give it a go, right? Because James Gunn did
if it ever
this.
comes here. Yeah, he directed a couple episodes, I think. I don't think he directed all of it. He either wrote it all or he directed some of it.
I think he could be quite good. I mean, John Cena definitely was meant to play this character.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate the character. It's just something off. It's like Hawkeye. Something's off about it. I don't know why. But then again, I felt something was off with Suicide Squad, so...
I mean, that doesn't make sense. They're probably made by the exact same trailer company in the exact same fashion. Both James Gunn, like I said.
Yeah. I just wonder.
Well, I will give it a go if it comes to the UK. I'm hoping it will.
I'm going to pirate it if it isn't. Because that's... Like, fuck it. They don't deserve my money if they're not going to fucking release it in the UK.
It's likely to come to Sky. It's either going to go to Sky Max or Sky Atlantic or something.
I don't know, because James Gunn was asked it, and he said, we're still working it out, so...
Sky will get it.
You never know. They might lose it.
Mind you, BBC got Superman and Lois.
It's just depending on which platform wants to shell out money to get the rights, or which company that they already own gets the rights. Yeah, well, if it goes on to Channel 4, that would probably be the best thing for me. No reason other than that's the only one I can watch if it's on them. Because I don't have a TV license, because I don't watch traditional television. So why would I pay for a TV license?
And then the other trailer this week that came to surprise for me anyway was...
I wasn't expecting this.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 teaser trailer. First look.
So this has one. They have confirmed that it is a 2-part movie. So that was my phone. So this is the continuation of Into the Spider-Verse. The characters now look a bit older, so I think it takes place a couple years after, maybe a couple days, maybe a couple months.
Well, he said dorm room, so I'm assuming he's at college now, is he? Or
No, that's his bedroom. That's his old bedroom.
Right. Because his dorm room's more tidy than this, or something.
Yeah, but he was in a dorm room in the other one, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, because of course he's in boarding school, isn't he?
Yeah. And then his... so he's probably finishing up that. But yeah, this is... So, I think it's Spider-Man 2049 is dragging him across universes, because Gwen's like, oh, do you want to hang out? And then it's like, oh, yeah. And then it just cuts to a bit of the action, and it's just them cutting through different dimensions, and all of the different dimensions look different, which is nice. They all have their own unique art style and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just making me more pumped. Yes, well,
Into the Spider-Verse, I'm sure, is one of your favourite films of all time.
Yep. It's also got a confirmed quotation marks, because you don't know how long it's going to maybe hold it, if it is going to hold it, but it's October 2022. And they have confirmed that part 2 will take place in 2023. So,
well, I think the one thing that disappointed me with this trailer was that they kept the same Post Malone song, which I get sort of vibes, but it's like...
Well, it's at the end. I think it takes place literally at the end of the last one, but it's just that now you get to see the reaction, like the end, what happens after the end bit, is what I think. It's been a while since I watched that movie. I need to watch that movie again, because if I ever want to listen to the soundtrack, I have to watch the movie, because I can't listen to the soundtrack without watching the movie.
Yeah, true. It's one of those, soundtracks. I mean, I'm sort of excited for it. I didn't like it as much as... I didn't like the first one as much as you did, or I think everyone did, but I think it's,
it is the best Spider-Man movie. Like,
okay, I don't know if that's entirely true.
No, that is true. Out of all of them, it is the best one, because the original trilogy is okay. The Amazing Spider-Man are fine. Tom Holland's good. And that's about it.
We have to wait to see No Way Home, because No Way Home might be better.
Well, everyone keeps going. This is... I know a lot of people who are like really negative on No Way Home, and they're like, what if the Spider-Verse but bad? Like Into the Spider-Verse but bad. And it's just like, no, fuck off. just let the movie exist. But let's talk more about Spider-Man.
Yes, and we will go on to the new Spider-Man movies starring Tom Holland are on the way.
Yes. Pre-order your tickets, as well as new Spider-Man trailers.
Yes, because many scalpers are selling Spider-Man No Way Home tickets for thousands of dollars.
Yep. Did you get your tickets, Dan?
No.
I have mine. I have 4 viewings. Probably. I've got 2 confirmed. I'm debating whether or not I'll watch it 2 more times after that.
I'm just going to hope for the best and hope it's not fully booked. I doubt it'll be fully booked.
Depends on what time. Because this movie is on track to already beat Endgame's opening box office.
That's quite impressive.
In terms of like pre-order tickets. So you maybe want to get on that. Pick a day, because we need to do a review.
I'll wing it, alright? I refuse to be sat next to someone during these COVID times.
Just wear a mask if you're that worried.
I do.
Or just cough at them and they'll move.
I do wear a mask. I always wear a mask in cinema. What nutcase wouldn't? I'm joking, by the way, but... Well, I'm not kind of joking. I mean, there is a pandemic going on here.
Yeah. But I'm vaxxed, I don't care.
Yes, anyway, get your tickets if you're worried, but live on the edge like me. See what happens.
Yeah. You're going to go see this movie. Everyone's going to go see this movie. This movie is the biggest movie of the year.
Probably is,
but
yes.
It won't be Tom Holland's last one.
How do you know?
Because they have confirmed 3 new Spider-Man movies starring Tom Holland are on the way.
But did Sony confirm this, or did... 3 is quite a lot,
Yeah, and also this is coming off of Tom Holland basically going, if I'm playing Spider-Man when I'm 30, I've done something wrong. So he's probably trying to get them all before he's 30.
Yeah, but 3 more Spider-Mans, that's a lot,
Well, they're probably going to be Sony-owned ones, because he's going to be out of the MCU. The end of this movie is probably him just fucked off to Venom's world, which is now the MCU.
Yeah.
So Venom's going to... how funny would that be if fucking Venom's stuck in the MCU and Spider-Man isn't in it?
That'd be quite funny.
Yeah, they do all this effort to bring Venom into the MCU to get him to fight Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man's fucked off back to the Venom universe without Venom. I'm
just looking at my local cinema right now
to
see what tickets are available.
Riveting content, Dan. So the Sony producer Amy Pascal shared the following with Fandango. This is not the last movie that we're going to make with Marvel. This is not the last Spider-Man movie. We are getting ready to make the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland and Marvel. We're thinking of this as 3 films, and now we're going to go on to the next 3. This is not the last of our MCU movies. Yes, Marvel and Sony are going to keep going together as partners. So... we got more Spider-Man. We got more Spider-Man.
We do have more Spider-Man, yes.
Which means this Spider-Man has been in more movies than all of the other Spider-Men combined.
Well, if it keeps going on like this, he's going to be in more films than Robert Downey Jr. in Marvel films.
Probably, because he's in Civil War, he's in Infinity War, he's in Endgame, he's in his own one, he's in Far From Home. So he's coming up to 6 films, I think. And then 3 more, he'll be 9. Robert Downey Jr. is in like 10 films, I think.
Is he contracted for Avengers films?
Oh, he's in Venom as well, so that's technically 7 appearances.
Oh, yeah, I suppose he is in Venom, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if those cameos count, though.
Anyway, from Spider-Man to apes. There's a Bored Ape NFTs have their own bizarre cartoon now.
Yeah. So this is people trying. This is one of the big NFTs, Bored Apes, and so they've been promising people that because this is what NFTs are. They're just things that people will use as like, oh, here's the thing we're gonna do. You can have it as your profile picture. We'll make a cartoon that will show your fucking NFT off, and we'll be like that, or we'll do random shit with NFTs just to show you that they have value because they're completely useless. But hey, we'll keep putting them in. We'll keep trying to give perceived value to these shitty little things that no one cares about. And so they made a cartoon, and it is bad.
Who would have thought?
But yeah, this is just like the most rushed thing. So, yeah. It's called The Red Ape Family. Is the world's first comedy NFT cartoon. The dubious honor belongs to. So this So it's not strictly the first comedy. It's because there's a Stoner Cats, which has Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher backed behind it.
Right.
So, yeah. So the Stoner Cats sold NFTs that allowed token holders to watch its episodes and sold out in 35 minutes, generating around 8.3 million at the time. Red Ape's Family is on YouTube, where anyone can go watch them, but each episode is accompanied by a sale of 333 NFTs. The appeal of holding the tokens is mostly the potential for future earnings. The show's website promises that a quarter of all streaming revenue from YouTube, or rather optimistically Netflix or Amazon Prime, will go towards buying blue chip NFTs and distributing fractions of ownership to token holders that can be sold among other perks. The episode's NFT themselves also seem to have a secondary market, with holders of the first episode NFT on OpenSea listing their tokens for dubious sums up to 500,000. Okay, so this is the premise of the show. The setup is simple, and the episode runs and a thankfully short 8 minutes long. It's 21:30. The Earth is dying, but all is not lost. 4 bored apes, 1 a dog, 1 a lazy lion with a stethoscope. A mission to Mars. The show's description said there is no plot to speak of, just a series of events that showcase various NFT lions and apes. The camera turns over images that is, I'm sure, means something to someone in a Discord somewhere, but will only confuse a general audience. Basically, it's just a clip art of NFTs with the faintest of a stretched premise so that they can basically go, hey, look.
Honestly, that sounds so boring. I'm pretty sure you're putting me and our viewers to sleep.
Okay, in the opening scene, NFT Chucky steals a golden USB stick from a secure location. Then the title plays. Then Chucky is talking to his wife, the algorithmically generated Winky. Do you know what this is? Winky says. The little lump of gold is actually a device containing the world's most valuable NFT ever created. I read about it in Vogue. NF what? Chucky says. Non-fungible token. Non-fuckable toucan. All you need to know is that it actually is worth more than the entire city of Paris, including the Eiffel Tower. Yes, including the Eiffel Tower. It continues on like this for another 3 minutes. The apes gather their family and flee Earth from Mars in the Musk 1. They take along their lazy lion doctor, who eats people and for some reason speaks in a thick African accent. The apes arrive on Mars, and the other apes watch them, wondering why they're on Mars. Oh, and Vaudeville stars tune silent movie icons Laurie and Hardy are the bad guys for some reason. And that is the episode. You gonna watch it?
No.
Why not? Did that not sell you on paying millions of dollars to buy an NFT?
No, you really bored me, to be honest with you.
Well, that's your fault. Exactly. It's stupid.
I'm going to quickly change the subject to talk about Stan Lee's horror creations to launch a new cinematic universe.
Yeah, so Stan Lee has made a lot of things in his life. And so why not take some of those old things and make them into a new thing that maybe will make a franchise?
I'm not going to lie. What you were saying there just sounds like a lot of waffle.
It is a lot of waffle. There's a lot of waffles. Everyone loves waffles.
There is.
Basically, he made a bunch of stuff, and now they're making it into new stuff.
Yeah, so apparently
Hopefully.
it's got directors who sort of made Pet Sematary, or the remake of Pet Sematary. It looks like just have a darker cinematic universe. I don't know if it's not going to be Marvel branded.
Yeah, well, this isn't Marvel, I don't think, but the first project is Sawbones. It follows a frail 12-year-old Alex Coven who reads a mysterious comic book that transports him into its terrifying world, one containing a haunted juvenile detention center overrun by demonic forces. These forces follow Sawbones, a homicidal entity that preys upon the troubled inmates. Alex wonders if he is losing his mind, but it's possible this nightmarish world is his new reality. If he is to escape, Alex must defeat Sawbones, but he quickly realizes that Sawbones is the keeper of his darkness and the personification of all his worst fears.
Yes, I mean, everyone's just trying to copy the MCU in every way, shape, or form. This is probably the closest, actually using Stan Lee characters.
Yeah. There's also the second project is the Carnival of Killers. They set this story amid the Dust Bowl storms that ravaged the American Great Plains in the Depression era of the 1930s. It centers around a girl with psychic ability. She senses that the traveling carnival she and her mother sought refuge in is the launching pad for an alien invasion. So, I mean, they sound like cool concepts, but whether or not they actually...
I mean, they're Stan Lee characters. I expect them to be equivalent of Marvel characters, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But talking about scary things, Game of Thrones. And there's a couple of news stories surrounding Game of Thrones this week. The first of which is George R. Martin reportedly begged HBO Max to do 10 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And I agree. There should have been 10 seasons.
How many was it? 8?
Yes, but 7 and 8 were cut short.
How long were they normally?
10.
And what were they?
8 and 6.
Yeah. Wait, 10 episodes? I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't know what their thing is. So it's 70 hours. No, 76.
Yeah, but the first few episodes were only like 45 minutes long each. For the first 6 seasons.
How long? Right.
You're trying to work out the entire runtime of Game of Thrones?
I can.
I don't know. I just wonder what you're typing.
How long is Game of Thrones? 82 minutes to 52 minutes. That's not right.
That's not right. That sounds like the finale.
That's how long the average episode is. Total length of Game of Thrones. No. Hang on. How many hours in Game of Thrones from beginning to end?
2 days, 22 hours, and 40 minutes.
YOLOs. Season 360. What the fuck is wrong with... Why can't it... Just give me an answer. 60 hours, 0.7 if you want to watch it with credits. 62.4 if you don't want to watch it with credits. And skipping the opening credit sequence.
Yeah, like I said, 2 days, 22 hours.
Lovely. I will not be watching it.
Yeah, to be honest, the last 2 seasons were so rushed. I actually saw a funny comment of someone who's only just started watching Game of Thrones. And then they said, it's already ending badly. As long as they don't undo all the character development, it'll be fine. And then everyone just put sort of like the eyes of like, wait until you watch the show.
I reckon they knew what they were doing.
Yes, finish up Game of Thrones, go on to Star Wars.
And then lose Star Wars because of how bad Game of Thrones was.
Yes, it's quite funny. They shouldn't have.
Yeah. But now they've got a Netflix deal and they're just making a shit ton of Netflix things. But then we haven't seen anything from them, so...
Very annoying.
are the Netflix? Game of
And then
Thrones.
the other Game of Thrones news this week was HBO reportedly developed a spin-off show about the Lannisters and the Starks, two house families of Game of Thrones, for those who don't know. But the pilot episode was $30 million and it got cancelled. And that's just a pilot episode. And the first episode was $30 million.
Why the fuck would you spend 30 million? I guess it's research and like costumes and
Yeah, I
set
mean, I
design.
think the first episode is always the most expensive. And then it goes down in price afterwards.
Yeah, because you've built all your sets and stuff.
30 million, though. That's so much money. And it got cancelled.
Yeah.
It's almost like no one cares about Game of Thrones anymore.
Well, what's that new one that's coming out?
House of Dragons.
Yeah, with Matt Smuffy.
Smith.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I wasn't actually sure if you knew or not, because to me it
I
doesn't
know
sound
who
like you
Matt
did.
Smith is. He's in the Last Night in Soho. He's surprisingly good in it. I liked him.
And Morbius. He's a good actor.
I keep fucking forgetting he's in Morbius. I keep forgetting about Morbius.
And you will keep forgetting it, even after you've watched it.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
Your mind is pre-blocking the film.
It's just blocking Jared Leto at this point.
I won't be surprised if you watch Morbius and go, oh yeah, all these other characters are in it, and then just forget about Morbius entirely.
It's looking like it. Because I keep remembering, oh yeah, Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, is in it. Oh yeah, fucking what's his face from Fast and the Furious is in it. I'm just like, why do I not remember fucking Morbius?
Well, you may be
Stay tuned for our
questioning.
Morbius review when it comes out.
You may be questioning, why does Morbius exist? But that means we're now going on to, why does this exist? And we're talking about a drone bed that takes flight with a $25,000 price tag.
$25,000 price tag.
Dollar price tag, sorry.
Yeah.
A bed that flies.
So, yeah. I don't know why you'd want this. It looks awful as well. It's a DRL race. Well, it's got the signature of DRL. I don't think it is. Because it's the Drone Racing League. So, new drone bed, which we've... doesn't actually fly, by the way.
Oh, but since it takes flight. What a
Yeah,
terrible
but
article.
it doesn't... It's just shaped like a drone. It's made from MDF as well.
To be honest, I'm
So
not surprised
highest
it doesn't
quality
fly,
material.
because
Why would it fly?
yeah,
It's
one,
a
why would
bed.
you want it to fly? And two, if it was to fly, it would cost way more money than $25,000.
Yeah,
It's like a helicopter
but it's made.
at that point.
Yeah, it's made from MDF and high density foam. So really worth that 25 grand. You could probably make this in IKEA and not pay that much money. Oh, it also comes with LED lights. So yeah, if you want, you can also opt to include a TV mount at the foot of the bed.
Or
But
up to.
when
It doesn't
look-
include
yeah,
up to
but-
$25,000.
Nope. But from looking at it, it does not look comfortable if you put the TV in the bed. Because
No,
there's like
no, it
no
does not.
leg room if you put it in. But yeah, would you buy this? Oh, it's 80 by 38 by 28.
No, I wouldn't buy it for
Is-
$25,000.
Yeah, so that's the twin is 80 by 38 times 20. And the full is 80 length times 53. Yeah.
Those are inches, by
There's
the
a
way.
deadline though, so you can only get it until the February 1st.
Oh no, what am I going to do?
There's a 2 to 4 month expected wait with shipping available only to customers in the US. We couldn't even get it if we wanted it, Dad.
I'm sure you could get it shipped over in the UK. It's just going to cost you a lot more money because it's the price of a car.
Do you reckon it'll come flat packed?
Yeah.
And you have to build
Yeah,
it
yeah.
yourself like IKEA?
Probably. I mean, it would have to, wouldn't it? How would you get it upstairs in your bedroom?
You'd fly it. Oh wait, you can't.
Yeah.
Fly it through your window.
It has to be modular of some kind. All beds are modular.
I reckon someone will make an actual flying bed at one stage, and we'll have.
I'm sure someone's already
bed
done
ra-
it.
I'm sure. I think we could do bed races.
Bed
Imagine
races.
that.
Is that going to be the new sport?
Yeah, bed races. Yeah, like you have people just flying around in their beds sleeping. Like imagine that in the future, because we got driverless cars coming, flying drones where you can fall asleep in a drone and have it fly you somewhere.
Funny enough, bed racing already exists. It's just not flying.
Yeah, I imagined it would have on the ground. Flying bed races.
Oh,
But no, the race car bed is the solidification of the best bed. We don't need drone beds.
What nutters are racing in beds, by the way? I've just got all these stock photos now of people racing in beds.
Well, it is boxcar-like, isn't it? You just strap some wheels to the sides of the legs and you're good to go.
What are we doing to this planet?
Bed knobs and broomsticks, Dan. Bed knobs and broomsticks. That movie. Where they have a flying bed. Is it bed knobs and broomsticks? I can't remember.
Well,
Move on.
let's move on. And we've got a new section for everybody. We've got a new section called It's the Most Wonderful Time
It
of
is
the Year.
bed knobs and broomsticks. It's the 1971 film.
Yes,
Where they have a flying bed.
I do agree. I knew what you were talking about. I just chose to ignore you.
Yeah, but you didn't fucking answer me when I said, is that the name of the movie?
Oh, I thought you were talking to yourself.
No, I was asking
No.
a genuine question.
I'm tired this late, all right? Anyway, our new section. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And this is talking about all the Christmassy and wintry stories.
Yeah, because Christmas really, really is a wonderful time of the year.
Yes, if you can't tell, I'm pretty sure this is a sarcastic section.
No, why?
And we're going to start off with the Happle?
Apple? What were you trying to say?
I don't know.
Happy? Horrible?
I don't know.
Horrible, happy, horrible? Happle?
I've now got a new word for the podcast. It's now called Happle. And for people who don't know this episode, they're going to be...
No, it's people who hate Apple. Happles.
Happle. We've got a Happle story for us. Snowstorm leaves dozens stranded for days after in a remote UK pub.
But don't worry, they had Oasis cover bands to play for them.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's what you need. Yes, there was a lot of snow this past week or so.
I did not know.
Yes, well, luckily I went up to the north, the scary part of the
Oh, no.
UK, and there's lots of snow up there. And do you know what I've discovered? The north are full of friendly people.
Yeah.
Why is no one friendly
Better
in the
than
south?
the fucking people down in the south.
In the south, they just get out of my way.
Yeah, well, you got to build a community in the north. In the south, it's just isolate yourself and hate everyone.
That's exactly it, yes. The perfect place to live,
Yeah. Except Wi-Fi is trash. So, give or take.
It's bad everywhere.
Well, it was certainly bad for our last episode.
That was bad. That was quite bad. We do apologise for that one.
Yeah, I don't know how that edit went. I did try. But yeah, this is just basically 3 feet would block the pub's was blocking the pub's exit. And this pub is in like the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So it was the Tan Hill Inn in the northern England. And yeah, so they had to stay overnight until a snowplow could clear the snow. And 61 strangers were, but yeah, some people managed to get out. But it's like family, like kids and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just a funny story because the headline was like Oasis cover band, Noasis, were playing. So.
That's a good one. I like it. Was it in Manchester?
No, maybe no. I don't think so. I'll have to look up where the Tan Hill Inn is.
Well,
go on Google
while you
Maps.
look that up, I will go on to our next story. Oh, the real life Home Alone house. I hope that's not right.
Home Alone. What is wrong with you today?
I'm so tired. All right, and I'm trying my hardest. I'm ill right now. People who don't know, and I'm trying my hardest to record this podcast episode. So I am sorry.
Town Hill
The
Inn.
real life Home Alone house is now available to rent on Airbnb. Would you want to go live in that house with all the traps in there?
They did actually state that you will get traps in the
Did
house
they?
if you do. Yeah, it's like a touristy thing, and it's like 20 quid to go and rent it. I think
That's so
But,
cheap. And to be fair, it's very nicely decorated inside.
it's also a mansion, so yeah. So it's $875,000 like price tag. no. The the couple listed the property for 2.4 million, so it's a 2.4. The iconic property was sold for 1.58 million in 2012. But yeah, so you basically can go and stay in the house. Where the fuck is the bit where it says? Why do fucking articles nowadays just have so much crap in between all the actual article bit?
They really do. Apparently guests can actually have a candlelit dinner into the microwavable Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
What it eats during the show.
When are they going to put... Did you ever watch the new Home Alone movie that came out this year? That Sweet Home Alabama one.
No, I've not watched that one. Did you?
No. I was going to. Okay, according to the listing, there will be booby traps galore with guests, which guests will have the chance to set up themselves. Fans can even recreate the moment Kevin McAllister applies his father's aftershave. There will be ample opportunity to scream in the mirror.
How many people are that much Home Alone fans?
I don't know. People really like Home Alone, especially at the holiday season. Like, it came out pretty good time to do it.
It's a bit mental, you know.
Oh, yeah. I don't give a shit about Home Alone. I'm like, cool. It was a movie. It's a good movie. Does not need this much love. But yeah, this was just a thing that was weird. You can also go into a Grinch cave.
Well, talking about being good or bad, El Paso County Sheriff takes heat after sharing a photo of Santa getting a concealed handgun permit.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot up all those kids.
Yeah, so do you think... So basically, the photo is fucking hilarious because it's just a Santa person just sat there with a parcel on the desk, and it's about the size of a handgun case, but it's a little Christmas parcel package thing. So... Just imagine Santa you going up to Santa and go, "Can I get a Christmas gift?" "No, fucking bitch, die." Just
Timmy,
shot.
what do you want for Christmas? "I want a handgun, Santa." "No problem." Just hand him a handgun.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like people were just losing their minds over this because it's like, oh yeah, but this is the thing. They were boasting about it. So, did you know the El Paso County Sheriff's Office has issued 49,750 concealed handgun permits with another 2,560 awaiting to be issued? They're proud of that, Dan. They've given nearly 50,000 people handguns.
This is the problem with America.
Yeah, they're proud of the fact that they give people guns.
So bad.
Yeah, think of the poor kid at the mall, Santa, if someone just starts popping off and Santa pulls out a Glock and just shoots them. Like, you'd be traumatized.
You definitely would.
Man,
but talking about putting it back in the sack, following backlash, EA has put the Battlefield 2042
Yep.
Santa skins away.
Back, yes.
Back in the...
You're doing well, Dan. You're doing well.
I'm trying.
You're trying. It's okay. Everyone knows you're trying. It's the holiday seasons. They have to be nice to you.
I mean, clearly people aren't nice. Have you seen them? People are outraged about this.
Yeah. But they're like, I don't want a Santa skin in my realistic Battlefield game. That's why people are upset.
Is that actually the reason?
Yeah, they're not upset because Santa's in it. They're upset that it's a goofy thing and they don't want it in their Battlefield game. But also, why would you want it? It's a big red target. Like, everything in that game is muted colors. And then you just have this big right dressing gown cloak thing and a big white beard.
I feel like it belongs in a game more like Fortnite.
Yeah, or COD.
I would say that it's not even COD. Like, COD's quite bland.
No, I reckon COD's had a fucking gingerbread. Like, COD's had some dumb skins, man.
I can't think of anything too bad.
Anything on Black Ops 3 was pretty outlandishly stupid.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. But what about Warzone specifically?
I don't know. I haven't played Warzone in fucking ages. I haven't played the new one either. But I've seen that there are like bright pink guns in this supposedly World War II game.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen those.
yeah. So, like, it's weird because COD's like trying to mix blends like this and it's whatever. But yeah, it's just funny that people got so upset about having Santa and Battle, because this hadn't actually been released yet. They were just teasing it, and then people got so mad at it.
Well, people get upset about everything, and I mean everything.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, let's go on to the next segment.
Yes, the next segment of We Lost the Controller of the News, and we're going to continue on with Battlefield 2042. Continue.
Because it's lost 70% of its player base in the first 2 weeks on Steam.
That is bad. That's appalling.
Well, it was the worst rated game for
Yes, go check out
this year.
Was it last week's episode? Well, I went
last week. Yeah, it's been in the 2 week period then.
Yeah, go check out. I think it's last week's episode where we went through the guy's rant about 2042.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just fun. It's like, who cares at this point? This game is so dead upon arrival. And the thing is, people are like, oh, I'm just going to wait till it gets patched. But if people drop off this game, EA's not going to care. EA's just going to move on to the next thing. They did it with Anthem. Think of Anthem, Dan.
I do remember Anthem.
Yeah,
and how terrible
they're not going to fucking support it. They'll say, oh, we're going to support it. And then if they don't see people come back to it, they'll just go, well, this game's dead in the water. Let's just drop it. Save ourselves making any losses. We already made our money from people buying it.
That's true.
Because there's only a 2-hour period where you can return stuff on Steam. So if you play more than 2 hours, you're fucked.
That's quite bad.
I think that's how Steam works. I think it's 2 hours. I think it's to stop people from just buying it, completing it, and then just chucking it.
To be fair, some game companies don't, or games online sellers don't have a refund policy. You just buy it and...
Sony didn't until Cyberpunk. Oh, no Man's Sky was the thing that caused Sony to actually give people refunds. Cyberpunk was the other thing. Because they're very stingy on it.
Yeah, unless it's actually appalling and people complain enough, they go, okay, this is bad.
Mm. Oh, but Dan, I got you a Christmas present.
Oh, thank you. What did you get
headline.
me?
Read the next headline.
I was really hoping that you would, continue on this conversation.
No, you got to open your present.
Okay, what did you get me? You got me delisting original Titanfall on digital stores starting today. That's really hard.
Yeah.
That's really hard for me to read.
It shouldn't be, but Dan, they're delisting Titanfall, but not the second one.
Oh, they're getting rid of the first one?
Yeah, basically the Xbox exclusive one.
The one I don't think anyone cares about anymore.
Nah. But it's basically been taken over by hackers, so they're basically giving up and just going, well, we've had our run. We're not going to sell it anymore. And eventually we're going to the servers are still online, but you can't buy it anymore. And then eventually they'll probably just shut the servers.
It's so sad. And the sad fact is, Destiny 1 is not far from that.
I don't want that.
I've not played Destiny 1 in years, man.
I played it recently. It's still great, because if you plug it into a PS5, it runs amazingly well. All the problem that you had with the load times in Destiny 1 on a PS4, gone with a PS5. So you can just hop between worlds quite quickly. It's still not got the map system, which sucks, but Destiny 2's map system improvement was good. But Destiny 1, still a great game. Because if you just get rid of the load times, you're fine. But with PS5 power, you can.
Well, hopefully I can come back to the game, eventually. With our
Sony news, you might be in luck, depending on how it actually functions. But we have to talk about something else first.
Yes. Joseph Fares, It Takes Two, is hit by Take-Two claim.
Yeah, so Take-Two, the publisher.
Yes, I know Take-Two, the publisher.
Has copyright claimed It Takes Two because it has Take-Two in it.
I don't think they can
basically,
do that.
They can technically... Basically, they're protecting their trademark, and they can still use the name, but they just can't trademark It Takes Two. Because Take-Two has done their copyright claim of it, so It Takes Two can't copyright It Takes Two. They have to just basically... I don't think they have to pay anything, but it's still a shitty thing for them to do, especially with the Game Awards coming around, and if it wins Game of the Year, this is going to be fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird situation. So for those who don't know how copyrights work, it's okay for two things to have the same name, as long as they're not related to each other. So let's say a mattress company had the same name as a gaming company, and one tried to sue the other. They can't, because they're different things.
Yeah.
However...
no, go on.
I don't know if this would hold up because it is different. It's a game compared to a game developer. Or not a game developer, it's a game publisher. So if you looked at that, would you get confused between the two companies?
No.
Would you say, look at them and go, that's two different things?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I think most people would. I would too. If I didn't know what It Takes Two and Take Two was, me reading this, I was so confused about this.
Yeah, so the team also did not comment on how this had impacted Hazelight's ability to sell or market It Takes Two currently. Any plans to rename the game or ideas for a potential sequel, Take-Two declined to comment when contacted by Eurogamer. So yeah, basically Take-Two is just trying to fuck this studio over a bit. So apparently Take-Two is behind filings to contest numerous names with connections to the words Rockstar, Social Club, Mafia, Civilization, and more. So Take-Two is just going on a banhammer with anything similar sounding to any of the properties that they own.
Yeah, once again, I don't know how much this will hold up, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. It's such a weird timing as well, because I guess it's because of the publicity of the game is getting because of the Game Awards and stuff like that, and just because it's a good game. Maybe
they want some extra cash.
Well, maybe it's because It Takes Two has overtaken them in search terms. Because who really looks up Take Two? Because you look up the games of Take Two, you don't look up Take Two. So when you type in It Takes Two, are you checking to see if
if I just put in Take Two, it still comes up with Take Two Interactive Wikipedia, Take Two Interactive Video Game Company.
Yeah, maybe. But maybe it's people going, It Takes Two, and then more people in terms... Go on the Google Trends thing and do It Takes Two versus Take Two,
how would you have Google Trends? I've always wondered how you do that.
You just type in Google Trends, don't you?
Oh, I didn't know the website.
Google Trends. Yeah, googletrends.com. It's just a website.
I didn't know that was it. I never knew that existed.
And then you just type It Takes Two. And then you can compare Take Two. Yeah, so Take Two is lower than It Takes Two. So I reckon, when was that? November 7th. When was the Game Awards announcements?
I don't remember.
At least in the UK, at least. It was
a couple weeks ago, right? We covered it.
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago? So, yeah, about November. But yeah, It Takes Two at launch when it came out. Boom, really high. It dropped down a bit. Game Awards is coming up. Boom, it's gone higher. So it's overtaken them again. So they're probably angry.
Anyway, they've been a bit of a dick.
Let's move on.
Who cares? Hopefully, everything was sorted out.
Yeah.
Going on to Sony, though. Sony has got a new subscription service that is merging all of them into one. Very similar to Gamepass.
This is rumored, but this is heavily, probably going to come out. So it's basically going to combine PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, but it's going to be in a free-tiered system, supposedly, where the higher tier stuff gives you access to higher things. Kind of like Nintendo's one.
Gamepass has that as well.
Yeah. So I think you'll get the higher tiers. You'll get access to PS1, PS2, maybe PS3 games. But I think it's just called. It's currently codenamed Spartacus, which will allow PlayStation owners to pay a monthly fee for access to a catalog of modern and classic games. So yeah, it will come to the PS4 and PlayStation 5. It is expected in the spring of next year. It will require a PlayStation Plus membership, but it's just basically going to be their Xbox Game Pass. And so it might come to PC at some stage if they want to do it. But do you want to know the best thing about this, Dan?
What is the best thing about this?
If it allows PS3 games on a PS5, I can play Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops missions. Finally, because fucking the remaster didn't give me it.
I'm sure you can somehow... There's no IW4X.
I can buy it on PC.
Yeah, you can get it on PC. You just can't get it on...
I don't want it on PC, though. I want to play it on a console.
You can plug a controller in.
No, I just want to play it on a console. It doesn't have the same impact on a PC. It doesn't reflect my childhood, Dan.
I doubt it will let you do that.
What?
Play Call of Duty.
What? No, it'll do the same thing as Game Pass. It would just be backwards compatible because Game Pass has Modern Warfare 2.
Yes, but that's
It's
only
backwards
because
compatible.
it's all already compatible. Like you can plug right now, you can plug in an Xbox 360 game and it will still work on the Xbox Series X.
No, I'm thinking digital because you can buy it.
I don't think it will work. I don't think
It will
it can. There's licensing issues and stuff, but
We'll have to see. If they don't, I'm going to be very sad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I'm a PlayStation boy, and so
yes,
anything that just shuts up Xbox people about how good Xbox Game Pass is, and I can go, I have my own alternative now. Suck it.
Well, luckily,
Also,
I'm a
Xbox
PC
Game
guy,
Pass
so...
isn't that great because I played it, so I was just like, fuck it. I haven't played it. I've had 2 months of it, and I haven't done anything. Also, Halo is shit.
I do agree. Did you play it?
No, I couldn't play it because it crashed my internet trying to download it so many times. I got frustrated and decided never to play it again.
Fair enough. Don't. It's terrible.
Every other game on my Steam library downloaded fine. As soon as I tried to download Halo, it crashed my internet. And it just kept crashing my internet. And then I stop it, download another game, and it didn't crash my internet. Tried to download it again, crashed my internet. Tried to download it on the Microsoft Store, crashed my internet. It does not like my fucking setup.
No, it's, anyway. But anyway, let's go on to Nintendo news now. And we're going to talk about the unpocketable Nintendo Switch accessory that supersizes the portable's console screen.
Yeah. So Dan, have you complained about how the Switch has got a small screen of about 7 inches, I think, is the size of the screen?
Oh, yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah. Do you want 11.6 inches of raw Switch power?
To be honest, as much as we're joking about this, it actually does seem quite cool.
Yeah, but it basically it's not a replacement to the Switch screen. You have to put it in a dock.
No, that does make sense.
So you dock it and it streams it to your TV.
Well, all it is a mini TV. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but you still have to carry your Switch around and dock the Switch into a box that you have to carry around so that it streams it to the TV.
Yeah,
and then
I mean, it's still...
You also have to have a massive battery on the back if you want it to work.
It's true. You would need I think it's got an external power supply, actually, the display.
No, you could buy the big chunky charging case. So basically, you just plug in the Switch into the back, and then it will stream the thing onto it. Or it's the same way as the TV port thing. It's basically the dock just strapped to the back of a TV, and some handles for the controller. And then you strap a battery pack onto the back of it, so you carry that around if you want it to run. Or you can plug it into a wall. I would not buy this, but I won't buy a Nintendo Switch anyway.
Yeah, there's no games I want on a Switch anyway, but...
No. But it's just funny. This is like, oh yeah, the Switch has got a small screen. Why would you want to play it? And then this is big, but it's so impractical.
However, this is an OLED screen, I think. Oh no, it isn't. Actually, people saying... Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, no, this isn't OLED. I think this is just standard.
All you could do is buy your OLED Switch and put it in this.
Yeah. Or what you could do is just carry around a 32-inch TV on your back and then just plug that down every time you want to play.
That would make a great YouTube video, just carrying around a massive TV.
I'm sure someone has.
Yeah, that would be a great video.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Just strap a fucking massive TV to your back and then just carry it around.
Yep. But there is another Nintendo news in this week's news. An Animal Crossing DLC glitch has been making villagers get naked. And no one knows why. I know why.
It's Nintendo's horny factor has been dialed up.
The horny bastards. They thought it would be funny.
Also, it's funny because the DLC is called Happy Home Paradise.
Oh,
and who doesn't want to be in their birthday suit when they're at home?
It's very European, It's a European game.
Yeah. So the glitch appears to take place in the Happy Home Paradise DLC cafe area. While the DLC comes with a number of different facilities to unlock, this one area appears to be affected, but it's not clear what the trigger is for the issue. Since the first... So, yeah, to share their favorite nudes. Though thankfully it's far more harmless than it sounds. So far, sightings of a number of characters have been shared, including those of the local octopus Marina, Molly the Duck and more, with some fans even tagging the content as not safe for work. So basically, they're just not wearing clothes, but they're just anthropomorphized animals.
I mean, yes. I mean, of course.
And they have no genitals and tits or anything.
Of course, there's no genitals to the character models. Who would have added
It would be
that?
so funny if they did, though. And then it was like they had modesty.
That would be quite funny.
But yeah, it's just like, why are they losing their clothes? Oh well.
Horny furries, that's why.
Yes.
But scalpers are in the news once again, and they are already reselling the Halo Infinite LA Lakers controversial bundle. Crossover bundle.
Crossover. It could be controversial.
It's a controversial crossover.
I'm sure everyone loves it. Yeah, this is just scalpers being cunts again.
Yep, they're
That's all there is to say.
getting all the scalping in before the new bill comes in.
Yeah, we have news on that. That comes up later.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
But very quickly, I just want to say this bundle is $140 RRP, and
not that much.
they're now yes, but the scalpers are now asking for $2,600. Good job.
Oh, that is That's almost as much as the Spider-Man tickets are going for.
Yeah, I did check my local cinema. It's all good. So.
Wonderful.
But going on to the tech time and science shenanigans, sperm is being used to create an eco-friendly alternative to plastic.
Cum cups. They're making cum cups. So it's not human cum, don't worry. It's fish cum.
Oh yeah, that's so much better.
So, 2 short strands of DNA from the sperm of salmon were combined with a chemical from vegetable oil that binds them together. What this creates is a squishy material known as hydrogel. From here, the gel is then molded into different shapes and freeze-dried to remove the moisture, which makes it solidify. Researchers have already created a cup. There's the cum cup, puzzle pieces, and DNA molecule from the eco-friendly plastic.
I never knew.
Oh, this is China, by the way. China's doing this.
Ah, yes. Horny bastards.
Though the team of Chinese scientists created their raw materials from salmon sperm, DNA carries the genetic code for every living thing on Earth. A study from 2015 estimates that there are around 50 billion tons of DNA on the planet. That means we could technically make the plastic out of other suitable sources such as waste materials from crops, algae, or bacteria. So it doesn't have to be cum.
That's good. I don't want to be eating or drinking out.
Well, you wouldn't be eating.
I don't know. People are weird, you know. People are weird.
I reckon gamer girls would love this. Do you want to drink my cum cup? Like merch?
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Get Belle Delphine on that.
Girls.
I give her a number.
Yeah, Belle Delphine would 100% sell a cum cup.
I give her a ring.
She sold bathwater.
Get a good old deal.
No, she's disappeared off the internet. No one's heard from her for ages.
She came back.
Although I'm sure her
recently, like last year. She came in a YouTuber's video or something.
Yeah. But well, she made the porn video, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
And then no one's seen her since. Yeah,
I think she still exists. She's making money.
Oh yeah, she's still probably raking in money from OnlyFans, but all of her stuff's now behind a paywall, so people aren't posting it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Either that, or she made so much money from the porn thing, she's just retired.
That would be quite amazing. From that age.
Well, she made like £1 million a month or something from OnlyFans.
It is a lot.
So imagine how much people seeing to get her railed would probably.
But talking about
jack that.
Stupid social media, are TikTokers running through fences for the Kool-Aid Man Challenge?
Yes, they are.
They're idiots.
Because the world is insanity. It's just people running through neighborhood fences going, oh yeah! And then just smashing people's fences.
Is Kool-Aid really that big in America? Because I see everyone talking about it. It's
because of the Kool-Aid Man. It's because they made a marketing campaign with a glass of Kool-Aid running through walls going, oh yeah! And that's about it.
And now it's a TikTok trend.
Yeah.
Because anything can be a TikTok trend. And if you kids, you guys could too.
If you put your mind to it, you can make bang your mum's beans or whatever our fucking thing is a reality.
Beans bang your mum. Get it trending on Twitter and we will release merch. Still stands.
Yeah. That is if any of us check Twitter when it trends. Someone screenshot it if it does trend and send it to us, because we probably won't be paying attention on Twitter.
Probably not, but it's going to be a while before it starts trending.
Oh yeah, but if it ever does, we're still not going to be on Twitter at the time. Twitter might have died.
Maybe. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does die. I reckon one day Beans Banging
We've
Mum
got
will
Twitter
trend.
news. Let's go into our Twitter news. The guy who made Twitter is stepping down from Twitter.
Jack steps back.
Yep.
Down into a hole.
Yeah. Basically, he's just... Because he made Square as well. So he's basically stepping down to just go and do Square full time. Or just retire. Because he just loves to meditate and shit like that.
He's probably got enough money. Actually, no, he's looking at what Twitter's become and gone, yeah, I don't want to be part of this anymore.
Well, that's pretty much it, because basically all the people were saying he had really no interest in what Twitter... Like, you know Fleets?
Yes.
Their shitty, like, knockoff, like, shorts thing that no one ever used, and then when they cancelled it, everyone flooded it with porn. Basically, he was asked by the team who were making it, did he think this was... And he was just, like, showed no interest and was like, yeah, you can do it. And then basically didn't care. And then when he was asked about it once it shut down, he was like, yeah, it was stupid. I didn't know why they did that. Because it's just like the board of directors who were like trying to force them to do all these things. He's just like, I don't care. If it fails, it fails. But he's had like very little interest in Twitter over the years. The only other time you see him is when he does like Congress hearings for people who don't understand how the internet works, and he has to go, this is our website's a trash hole, and we caused the 2016 political shit and the riots and everything, and it's like we're a constant spread of misinformation, but I'm gonna lie and say we aren't.
Yes.
'Cause that's not how we roll.
And talking about social media, Meta
Yes.
has taken over Oculus, so much so they're getting rid of the Oculus branding.
Yeah, which is crazy, because if you go onto their website, it's now Meta...
MetaQuest.
MetaQuest, yeah. Which is so annoying.
Yeah.
Because they said they weren't going to touch Oculus, and now they're touching Oculus.
Who would have thought they want to make the metaverse VR?
Yeah, but it's... Oculus is such a better name than MetaQuest. Fuck, it's so damn annoying. But yeah, I can't stand this. I hate fucking Facebook's move to Meta.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
If you
what
go
a
on to-
dumb what a dumb generic name.
If you go onto Oculus.com, it now says MetaQuest.
Yep, no more Oculus.
It's gone. However, the funny thing is, if you go to products, it will still say Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah, they're just changing the like branding now, and they can't change the product names, but the next Quest line will probably just be a MetaQuest product, and then no one will buy it because they don't know what the fuck it is.
No, I think it's something terrible.
Yeah, it could be the best headset in the world, but no one will buy it because no one will know the branding. Oh, I want the new Oculus Quest. Where's that? Oh, what's this MetaQuest thing? This looks like some shady knockoff. I won't buy that. Because people don't understand how tech works.
No, they don't.
And people will be like, oh, why is Oculus no longer around? What happened to Oculus? Oh, it's Meta now? Who cares? I hate the world we live in, Dan. But there might be a bright spot.
Yeah, there is. And talk about bright spots. Democrats are pushing the bill, to outlaw bots from snatching up online goods. Also, by the way, Danny is currently rolling his eyes, shaking his head at me, for which every headline I write.
Shh. Read.
It's not going well. It really isn't, is it?
No, you're fine. People come to expect this from us, Dan.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt when I'm...
Well, not from me. They expect it from you, but...
I'm so tired right now. I really am. I should be in bed.
Oh, well. But yeah, this is just the same as the UK or the EU. They're finally doing something, but it's going to take fucking forever for them to actually get it passed. And it's not going to change anything because how are they going to police it?
I think it's just going to be, if you're caught doing it, I don't think it's illegal to do
Yeah.
right now. It's fine to do.
It's not. I think it's just if you're going to get caught, they'll punish you a bit. It's basically frowned upon at the moment. Don't do it. You're a bad boy. or girl. It's 2021. Or
Because at the minute, people they've got think about everyone on eBay. They go, "Oh, I've got this. I'm going to sell it to you for like this much more." If they're reported now,
well, I think eBay stepped in and basically said you can't sell it for more than retail price now.
that's good.
I don't know. I think somewhere I read that, but I doubt it.
But the trouble is with this bill, where does that leave art and stuff?
Well, art.
Yeah, because art can go up in price all of a sudden. Like
It might finally kill NFTs.
maybe it will.
Thank fuck.
Maybe you can't sell an NFT for more than you paid
Pass
for
it fast. Fucking pass this bill faster. They're already trying to kill NFTs because they're going to tax the crypto market. So, hey, that's fun.
Yes, but the thing is, like I said, this will not come in until probably the next generation of GPUs at least. And talk about the next generation.
Subtle segue, Dan. Subtle segue.
Thank you. Talking about the next generation of GPUs, the new Chinese GPU or GPUs that all have up to 10 teraflops.
Yes.
For those who don't know,
Do you believe it?
Equivalent of the RTX 3000 series / Radeon 6000
Doesn't
series.
the Xbox Series X have a 10 teraflop?
Yeah, I think PS5's a bit less.
It's 8 point something, I think.
Yeah, but it's going to be, of similar performance. Also, teraflops aren't everything. It could have just loads of teraflops and just terrible everything else, so,
PlayStation 5 has 10 teraflops.
Oh, does it? I thought it was...
Xbox Series has 12 teraflops. There we go.
Ah, okay.
PlayStation 5 has 10.3 teraflops. Xbox Series X has 12.1 teraflops. Xbox Series S has 4 teraflops. Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Teraflops. Teraflops.
Teraflops.
Do you know what teraflops are?
Moving on.
Because teraflops.
They're teraflops, that's what they are.
Yeah. But yeah, they're going to have 10 teraflops. Does this mean anything? No. Does anyone care? No.
No, if you buy it, just go to install a virus on your computer. The Chinese are just
You'll
going to
get
look at
COVID.
everything. You get COVID, that's what you do, yeah.
Yeah. They'll have installed the bat, and it'll pop out, and it'll go, ugh! And you'll go, what the fuck? And then you'll get COVID.
It's very sad time.
Yeah.
But that's it for news this week. We hope you enjoyed. We're going to go on to recommend do, recommend don't. And I am going to recommend Arcane.
Yes.
You recommended it last week. I watched it over the weekend.
Oh.
And it is fantastic.
And you enjoyed.
And what I would say is give it to episode 3.
Yes. The first 2 are build up.
Yes, it's very... But they are needed. But they are definitely world-building episodes.
They set the groundwork to what is one of the greatest things of 2021.
Possibly ever.
Yeah, potentially. It's generally really good.
It is.
And we will be doing a review soon.
Yes, definitely. When I feel a bit better. Hopefully, when I feel better, anyway.
Yes. And once I watch it again.
Yes. But that's it. We hope you enjoyed the whole episode. I'm so sorry. I am tired. Please leave a like and review and share with your friends.
It makes Dan better. It's Dan's medicine. Dan's not been getting enough likes and comments about how
that's it.
shitty he is at reading things. I mean, good at reading things. And if you do, Dan will be healed. He won't die. You don't want Dan to die.
No, we don't want that.
Dan will die if you don't like and click.
But
this is not clickbait. Dan will die.
But we will...
His blood pumps around through likes and clicks. You can't dislike the video anymore. So you have to like it. This one won't. Maybe this one. I don't know. Something's gone weird with the YouTube channel.
We'll love you and leave you. We'll see you next week.
Dan will die.